Hi Virgo, welcome to Honeybird Tarot. I'm Shan, and this is going to be a general reading. I just want to give a quick message and let you guys know that even though tarot archetypes are universal and could absolutely apply to anyone who happens to be watching this video, I do ask my guides for messages for Black people first, Black people on the motherland and throughout the diaspora. Because if we don't put ourselves first, then no one else is going to do it. So, with that being said, let's get started. For your oracle, I'm going to be using the Adinkra Ancestral Wisdom cards. The Adinkra Ancestral Guidance cards by Bracy Ondo Tools for Living. It's a beautiful deck. The cards are in Tree. They have the tree names of the symbols. And I'm not a native speaker. I'm learning from my own personal spiritual practice. So if I mispronounce something, please correct me, but do so respectfully. Did I call you guys Aries? I know I did just now. I hope I didn't in the beginning of your video. This is for Virgo. Maybe you guys are dealing with an Aries. Should go watch their video. Messages for Virgo, please. Jinyame. Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo, please, Spirit. Do you have anything else to tell them? A lot of people have been getting this. Something everyone should do, definitely. All right. Someone else got this too. Virgo. The first card you have is Jinyame. Excuse me. Jinyame. Accept God. God is omnipotent. The symbol expresses the deep faith the Akans have in the Supreme Being. So this card is talking about how anything is possible through and with God as long as you have faith. Musuyiri. Musuyiri is that which cleanses and removes bad luck. A symbol for good fortune and sanctity. It encourages regular requests for good omens from God. So requesting that God cleanse your aura to keep you safe and protected, and that God gives you signs to let you know that your good luck is coming in. Kajo Baden. Kajo Baden is rays. And it's the original all-seeing eye, a symbol that represents the cosmos and spirit world. Virgo, you could be a very spiritual person, very connected to God. You have but God, you have Musuyiri, which talks about praying to God for signs and for good luck. And now you have the original all-seeing eye, which represents the cosmos and spirit world. So I would say something very spiritual is happening in your life, Virgo. All right, and this is Kington Canton. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. But puffed up arrogance, humility, all life must be valued. Virgo, y'all got a big head? I don't think that's very Virgo-like. I don't know. Let's see. Before I get started, let me tell you. For the tarot, I'm going to use the HooDoo Tarot by Tayannah Lee McQuillar or McQuillar. Not sure how to pronounce her name. But this is an amazing deck. Let's get into these messages. Spirit, what do you have for the Virgos? Okay. What do you have for Virgo, Spirit? Virgo. Beautiful. All right. The first card you have, Virgo, is the Three of Knives, which would be the Three of Swords in the traditional tarot. Somebody was hurt, experienced some type of heartbreak, some pain, like serious pain. This person has 3 knives in their heart. They're sitting under a bottle tree. A lot of African, I don't want to say a lot of African cultures, but in some African cultures, especially African American culture, people created bottle trees to trap negative spirits. The negative spirits would fly into the bottles at night, and then when the sun came up, it would neutralize them, basically. But in this picture, the bottles are broken. So whatever negative spirits were inside those bottles, they just out free to roam and do their thing now. And then on top of all that hurt, you got this dog pissing on somebody's grave here to add insult to injury. Yeah, so I feel like not only were you hurt, stabbed right in the chest, not even in the back, the person just did it right in your face. But yeah, they kicked you while you were down probably too. Or the situation did that. Whatever, something hurtful happened, and then I feel like more hurt and pain just came on top of it. It was compounded. All right. The next card you have is Dr. Grant. That is the Hermit. This talks about introspection and spiritual enlightenment that you gain from being in solitude. In this card, Dr. Grant is in the woods. He's communing with nature. He knows all the plants. He's an herbalist. He knows all the plants and how to use them to heal himself, to heal others. You have the Nine of Coins, Virgo. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, is the Hermit a Virgo card? I feel like it's either Virgo or Pisces. So if it's not you, maybe you might be dealing with a Pisces. But yeah, you have the Nine of Coins here, or the Nine of Pentacles. This is being single, being self-sufficient, having everything you need because you got it for yourself and you looking good while you're doing it. Her entire dress is covered with the evil eye symbol. It's a hater blocker dress. Like, she's like, I know you see me. I know you see me looking good and doing good, and I know it's making you mad. So I'm gonna make sure you can't send any of that negative energy my way. She's tapped in spiritually. Got the cat on her lap. She got her martini off to the side. She's chilling. She's chilling. She's working on something. She's writing something here. Probably planning how to get herself some more money. Then you have Big Mama. Big Mama is the sun. This is the happiest card in the deck. This talks about complete and total happiness, joy, clarity. Big Mama has a skeleton key around her neck. She has all the answers. She has clarity. She brings the light. The key to all those mysteries. She opens all the doors and she comes bearing gifts. She got a big plate of that golden, sunshine yellow, buttery cornbread. Tell me this is not a happy card. Who not gonna get happy if they see their Big Mama coming at them with a plate of cornbread? No, I am. And you have the Two of Knives or the Two of Swords. This talks about having to make a decision based on what you, based on your intuition, based on what you think and feel, not what you can see. Clearly, she can't see shit. But more than the literal representation in this card, this talks about not using your intuition, which is why she has this anxious, fearful expression on her face. She's not using her spiritual sight. She's spiritually blind. It reminds me of, what is that girl's name? I can't remember the character's name on Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, but one of Sabrina's best friends has the cunning, the gift of foresight. And basically, she has to choose between keeping her physical sight and losing her spiritual sight, or giving her spiritual sight up and being able to physically see. Then your last card out is the Ten of Coins. This is lasting material stability. This is money for generations. There's kids, parents, and grandparents in this card, and they're playing a game with gold coins. When you can play with money, you're good. Everybody's happy, everybody's smiling. This is family, children, property, or anything that is tangible that we ascribe worth to. In Virgo, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands. A lot of people see this as a soulmate or a twin flame card because 1111 is here. The wands in the background. Also, this is a couple. This is a sweet moment pictured in this card. This couple just had a baby and they are burying the placenta in the yard and they're going to put a plant on top of it. Another one of those traditions that African American people and people throughout the diaspora have brought with us from the motherland. It's beautiful. It talks about lasting and enduring love, stable passion. Okay. So I feel like someone had some serious heartbreak. And they only got through it because they asked God to cleanse them and give them good luck. They knew no one but God would be able to help them heal from it. And so after their heartbreak, they went into a period of introspection, trying to gain spiritual knowledge, trying to heal. When they came out of that period of introspection, they still were solitary, still by themselves, but they went into the energy of the Nine of Coins, getting it on their own, getting it for themselves. This could be male or female. It's female energy in the card, but we all have male and female energies, or masculine and feminine energies. It doesn't matter the sex or gender of the person. And once you are in that Nine of Coins energy, the sun comes in for you. And the sun came out right underneath Kajo Baden, which is rays, and literally talks about the rays of the sun, all seeing eyes. So I really feel like Virgo, some bright, happy, beautiful times are on the horizon for you if they aren't already here. It's coming in. You have to use your intuition. You have to tap into that spiritual side, that intuitive side of yourself to ensure that you make it from the Nine of Coins to the Ten of Coins. And that's just natural progression to go from 9 to 10, and you have both of them here. So I feel like you've been in this energy, you've been doing what you have to do for yourself. And because you're putting that out into the universe, it's going to gift you with this, gift you with what you've been wanting. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship. It could be a job that's bringing in that stability. It could be, some type of windfall that puts your family in a good position. Whatever it is lasting and it's stable. The Ten of Coins and the Four of Sticks both talk about something that is firm and stable. I want to know why this puffed up arrogance is here, though. That was under the deck. It was at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like the ancestors are saying this is something that you don't see. Maybe you're needing to use your intuition and be wary. Like you're needing to go within, use your intuition, have a time of introspection to make sure that you're not being arrogant. Because when you're in that type of energy, you block yourself from receiving the Ten of Coins. Or maybe it's saying that once you do receive this, don't get big-headed. Or don't get big-headed because you're sitting pretty. All right, let's clarify. I'm going to clarify with the Rider-Waite Tarot. This is, quote-unquote, the traditional tarot. So I have 3 swords again. Maybe somebody needs to talk to their grandmother. Maybe you need to call your grandmother. Because Big Mama is here. And like I said, there are grandparents in the card on the Ten of Coins. We'll see if it comes out. I just saw that 4 of Wands again. Ooh, real clear. Anything else for this? Ooh, anything else for this 3 of Knives spirit for Virgo? I'm just gonna take the top one. Yeah, Virgo. Virgo. Clarifying the 3 of Knives. You got another 3. The 3 of Cups. This could talk about celebration, spending time with people you love and enjoy, having fun, partaking in some libations. But it's a 3. 3 people are in this card. It could also be about third-party energy. You know, someone having too many options, juggling. Especially when it comes out with this card, clarifying this, the 3 of Knives. It could have possibly been someone you were really close to that stabbed you in the back like that. And even though that looks like a celebratory card, it really does depend on what's around it. Like I said, the 3 of Knives was around it, and then the 5 of Wands came out right after it. It talks about competition, arguments, fights, that type of thing. So Virgo, I really feel like that heartbreak that you experienced was because of some competition that you had, some third party energy, maybe in a relationship. And third party doesn't necessarily mean someone was cheating. It could be family members that's all in your business. It could be a person not, managing their time or energy well when it comes to balancing their work life and home life, or work life in a relationship. Could be someone spending too much time with their friends and not paying attention to a relationship. You know how it fits your life, but something is making it so that someone wasn't getting their just due, and they ended up being extremely hurt behind it. Then the 6 of Pentacles came out. A lot of people see this as a card of equal give and take because 6s are about balance. 6s are about balance, but I don't like this card. And I don't feel like it's balanced. The scales here are balanced. But this person is only handing pentacles. It looks like pentacles. Could be food. Maybe it's pentacles. To one person. And that person that's getting the pentacles from him also has 3 pentacles above their head. This one right here who isn't getting anything only has 2. So it could be the universe, or it could be spirit saying that, things are in the process of being balanced out. Still not quite there yet. But it's 3 people in that card. I still feel like that's confirming third party energy. There's some competition going on here. Either it's still going on or it's already happened. And it left someone hurt. And I feel like you probably knew it, Virgo. You knew. This is the High Priestess. She knows everything. She's tapped in. Her intuition is on 1,000. The moon, which represents mystery, sit at her feet. At her feet. The moon is at her feet. She sits right between her light side and her shadow side. She's very well acquainted with both the darkness and the light. She's in front of a curtain that is covered with pomegranates. That's forbidden knowledge. She knows everything. She got a cross around her neck, the Torah on her lap, and a crystal ball on her head. Tell me sis not tapped in. Virgo, that's you. I told you all of your it's the High Priestess. I don't think the High Priestess is Virgo. I think she might be Pisces. I'm not sure. Either way, you got a lot of very spiritual cards. You got Genuine, which is accept God. You got Musuyidi, which is praying to God for good luck and good omens. You got Kojo Baden, which is the all-seeing eye, representing the cosmos and the spirit world. You are tapped in, Virgo. And you got this intuition card here. You got Big Mama with the skeleton key around her neck and the sun bringing all this clarity. Virgo, you know something. You found out something, or you were suspecting something and your suspicions turned out to be true. Why is Dr. Grant here? This is a lot, but we're going to take them. Okay, so clarifying Dr. Grant, we have the Page of Pentacles. So Dr. Grant talks about going into a period of introspection to gain spiritual knowledge, to heal, to gain foresight, and clarifying that we have the Page of Pentacles, which is a message. It could be a message of stability, a message that someone wants to give you a gift, something tangible, because pentacles are tangible things. It's money, children, property. Maybe that period of solitude is the gift. Maybe that's where you find your gift. Maybe when you come out of that period, there's going to be a gift waiting for you. Let's keep going and see. We have the Hierophant here. So now we have a pair. We have a couple. The High Priestess and the Hierophant. They represent very similar energy. The Hierophant talks about our spiritual or religious leaders or spiritual systems that we follow, our rules, the things that we live by. It could also be a marriage card. There are two people here in front of a priest. And then coming right behind the Page of Pentacles, I feel like this is possibly an offer of engagement. This is a proposal. Someone's, either the person that's in solitude, which I feel like is you, may be thinking about offering marriage to someone else, or you have a proposal coming in towards you. And if it's not a proposal, it could be a job offer or something like that. But there's a message coming about whatever it is. Not only is the Three of Knives or the Three of Swords here, but the Ten of Swords is here. So whatever took place was extremely painful. Almost killed you, but it didn't. This breaks down to a 1. So this is the end of a cycle and basically the beginning. This is like right at the moment where the night becomes dawn. That's exactly what this is. And I feel like that's what's coming in for you, because you started off, your first card was that Three of Swords, was that heartbreak, pain, betrayal. And I feel like maybe you still have glimpses of it. Maybe, especially since it came behind this Hierophant, maybe it's the person who hurt you who's coming in with this offer. And when they come in, maybe you're reminded of what you felt. There's still some pain there, but you're getting over it. That's the end. You're at the very end of it. You're at the end of that cycle, like I said, and here comes the World. The World is about leveling up, about graduating to the next level. You are leaving this hurt and pain behind. You're at the end of that cycle. You're at the end of that cycle, and you're going to start a whole new one, a totally different one. The universe is gifting you with this new beginning, this do-over. And not even necessarily a do-over of the same thing. Like I said, it's leveling up. It's something new, something better. It could also be about travel. You got Temperance. Are you dealing with the Sagittarius, Virgo? You got Sag in your chart. This talks about, obviously, tempering. Balancing yourself, balancing your energies. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot out. Moving the water back and forth from one cup to the next. Balancing yourself so you can be in this angelic energy. The sun is here too. It's in the background. The sun is following you all through this reading, Virgo. You can't escape from the clarity and happiness if you try it. It's coming. So if you've been confused about anything, it's not going to last. Right now, I feel like this is you. You're in this Nine of Pentacles energy. You're by yourself. You've come out of this time of spiritual introspection, but you still aren't a part of a couple. This is what we said. And as a matter of fact, it came out. The next card that we have to clarify is the Nine of Coins. And the Nine of Coins came out. This is clarification. You are by yourself. You're looking good. You're looking real appealing to somebody. Probably that person who put you in this single energy in the first place. Somebody sees you and maybe they're getting clarity on just what they messed up. Just who they let go. Doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship. Could be friends, family, could be a job that might be wanting you back. Because this is Pentacles. It talks about money, material things. Okay. Yeah, Virgo, somebody's coming for you, baby, or you going for somebody else. Because clarifying this single energy, and right after the confirmation that you're in that single energy, you got the Two of Cups. This is a love. This is a balanced love. This is soulmate energy. Could possibly even be a past life relationship. Yeah. Somebody's coming for you. They're offering one another their cups. And then right after that, we have the Page of Wands. So this is a message of passion that's coming in for you. Maybe someone is wanting to offer you this Two of Cups. They're coming towards you passionately saying, I want this with you. Pages are not that mature, but they're just messages. They're not actions yet. And this particular page is worried about his wand. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It can still grow to be something more stable. And you have a lot of cards here talking about stability. So I think this is just the spark. This might be literally, wands are fire. So this could be the spark that puts you in this Two of Cups energy, that leads to your Ten of Coins, that leads to that Four of Wands that you had. And you're having to have strength. Maybe the person who wants to make this offer is having to control themselves, having to control their passion so they don't come towards you too quickly when it's not time yet. Maybe you're having to have strength and tame yourself because this offer is looking real good to you and you don't want to jump at it too quickly. Could be any of those things, but in strength, this lady is not, this is the Leo card, obviously. She's not wrestling with this tiger. She's not even taming it. The tiger bends to her will. She literally controls it with her mind. You see the lemon skid above her head? The infinity symbol? Yeah. That's her power. The magician also has that. She's an alchemist. She can manifest what she wants. She can create what she wants. She doesn't need anything but her mind, but her will to control this lion. And actually, this lion is an internal thing. That's her internal fire that she's in control of. Balancing both sides of herself. And when you bring that into balance, then you develop what people on the outside of you see as charisma. They see the light shining off you. See all that sun in her background? I told you, Virgo, the sun is following you everywhere you go. You bring the light. You bring the light with you. That's Big Mama here. Yeah, somebody call your grandma. Talk to your grandmother. Talk to your grandmother. So just now when I picked up this King of Cups, it was in the reverse, but it fell on the floor. So I don't know. I'm going to read it both ways, and then you'll know which way it applies to you. Could have been meant to be upright. But clarifying Big Mama, we got the Death card. And I hate to say that. I'm not trying to call, anything on anyone. I'm just going to say check on your grandma. Check on the matriarch of your family. We got Big Mama, and we got the first card clarifying her was death. And even though death doesn't necessarily mean death always, it really talks about a transformation. But that's what death is. When people die, they're not just dead. They return to the spirit realm where they came from. They undergo a transformation. Can't destroy energy. Energy doesn't just die. That person's energy, what animated them, has to go somewhere. It goes back to where it came from. Check on your big mama. Because right after death, we got the Five of Cups. This is sadness and regret. Now, I hope nobody's going to end up having regrets around the situation regarding their big mama. But this also could be saying that the sun is going to come out after some situation that puts you in regret transforms. And then, like I said, the King of Cups came out, but it was in the reverse. So there could be someone here who is not in control of their emotions. Because the King of Cups, when he's in the upright, he's very, very deeply emotional, but he's very in control of those emotions. He displays them when he wants to. He's in control of his cup. He gives it when he wants to. He takes it back when he wants to. He can be surrounded by the most turbulent of emotional situations and be completely fine. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There's a lot of water here, Virgo. I feel like there could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio that you're dealing with. Or possibly a Sagittarius, because we had Temperance here, or Leo. So a water or fire sign maybe that you're dealing with. But in the reverse, the King of Cups could be someone who is not in control of their emotions, or who either their emotions are all over the place, or they just refuse to show any emotion at all. They act like those emotions don't exist. They're not there. They're suppressing, which leads to anyone. I feel like, when people suppress their emotions, when they don't let them out at all, it almost always leads to the emotions overtaking them. Eventually, they will be too much for you to handle. You need to process them as they come in. Don't wait. Don't sit on them. That's literally what the King of Cups is doing, sitting on his emotions. But when he's in the upright, he knows when to let them flow freely. When he's in the reverse, he doesn't know, and they end up on top of him. Say it one more time now. Call your big mama, call your grandmother, mother, whoever. Why is it 2 of Cups here? The lemniscate is here again. We talked about that with the strength, and I said the Magician had it too, and then look who we got here. Look who we have. Let me show you 1 second. Spirit, what else do you have for Virgo for the 2 of Knives? Anything else for the 2 of Knives? No? Okay. So for the 2 of Knives, all we have clarifying that is the Magician. I told you. See? They both got that infinity symbol above their heads. Their power is infinite. They know that they can manifest absolutely whatever they will. Whatever they will. I feel like the strength is more about internal manifestations. Manifesting yourself into the person that you want to be. This is more external. He has all the elements. There's fire here with the wand. He has 2 wands. Actually, there's a wand in his hand. I always feel like that's a selenite wand because it's white. But yeah, he has a wand in his hand. There's one on the table. There's a sword on the table for air. There's a pentacle. There's cups. Has everything he needs to create exactly what he wants in his world, in his environment. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a he per se. It's just masculine energy, which we all have. But that's clarifying the 2 of Knives, talking about your intuition. So I feel like Spirit is saying tap in so that you know, so that you can be confident that you can manifest what it is that you want in your life. What you need is there. You're not using the spiritual sight to see. You're not able to see that you have everything that you need. And you really do. You a Virgo. Come on. You know y'all can make something shake when you want to. there anything else about the Ten of Coins? Is there anything else about the Ten of Coins? Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Virgo, somebody is coming towards you to offer you something. That Page of Pentacles, that was going to be a message about stability or a message about someone wanting to offer you stability. That I said could possibly be a proposal. I definitely think it's a proposal now because it is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He takes for fucking ever. He's not even moving in his card. He's sitting there looking at his pentacle, making sure it ain't got no scratches on it, making sure it's making it through the journey okay, probably checking his map, seeing how far he has left to go, taking a sip of water, might get off his little horse and stretch, do some yoga, all that. His horse don't even trot. It don't even gallop. It's slow, but it's extremely stable. When he gets to where he's going, he ain't going no damn where. When he reaches his destination, he is there. And I told you he's under the deck. That's what you don't know. And at the bottom of the deck, for the first deck, it was the Four of Sticks, another card that talks about stability. And right before that card, you had the Ten of Coins talking about generational stability. Like I said, when this offer comes in for you, Virgo, if you accept it, that shit is not going anywhere. But you are in a very defensive energy around this Ten of Coins. You are possibly blocking this from coming in because I think the offer is coming from the same person who put you in this energy. The same person who put you in this energy. But someone has undergone a transformation. It could possibly be that same person who went through that hermit mode where they got that spiritual enlightenment. But I feel like it's the other person. I feel like it's this King of Cups that's coming back to offer you something. But I don't know if you're going to be too eager to let it in. The Emperor is here. I feel like this is the other person. I feel like somebody's coming back in their Emperor energy, the energy they should have been in the first place. This is the King of Kings. This is a boss. This is a businessman or someone who takes care of business. They're in control. Can be kind of serious. Not necessarily mean. But yeah, I definitely feel like that's this King of Cups. He's the King of Kings, but I feel like he's going to be especially emotional, this Emperor, when he comes back. And I feel like that emotion comes from him having been in this energy. Realizing they knocked those cups over with you. Him or her. Doesn't have to be a he. I feel like this is you and that person both stuck in your minds or feeling stuck. That look like damn toilet paper that she tied up in. She can bust out of that. It's not even tied that tight. Look at those swords. That big opening right there. You can get out. That's not much water. That's a puddle. You can step over that. All of this is in your mind. Swords represent thoughts. Someone is tied up literally in their own thoughts, trapped in their own mind, in their own thoughts. You need to get out of it. Tap into your intuition so you can gain that clarity and get out of it. And I feel like the reason you're tied up in your thoughts is because somebody's juggling. This could be you trying to balance yourself out, but I really feel like you're in your mind because at one point, could have been in the past, could be present, somebody who's juggling. And you're feeling like shit's gonna come tumbling down. Like it did. I don't see that happening though. I don't think that's really the truth of what's gonna happen. There's so much sun here. There's even sun behind the Knight of Pentacles. There was sun behind him when he was a page, but he leveled up and became the knight. I feel like that's that Emperor, King of Cups, that's coming to bring you this stable offer, Virgo. Just so happens that random cards fall off the deck as I'm putting it back, and look what you got. The Ace of Swords and the freaking Chariot. Somebody is extra clear about what they want, and they want you, and they are coming for you. They have that light and that dark in balance, just like we saw with the High Priestess. The shadow side and the light side are in balance. See? They know what they want. And now that they're in balance, they're going to get on the good foot and come to you quick. They're putting some energy behind it. Thank God, because we were saying that Knight of Pentacles is slow as hell, but the Chariot ain't. Chariot is not. And like I said, they have clarity. This is a new, clear beginning, an opportunity for a new beginning with clarity. And I kept saying the sun is going to make things clear. The sun is going to make things clear. What's behind this person in the Chariot? The sun. The sun is shining. Get out of your head, Virgo. Stop being defensive. Well, I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just going to say tap into your intuition. Tap into your intuition. Talk to your big mama. Make sure she's okay. And I guarantee you she got some gems for you too. And if she ain't got no jewels or no advice about your relationship, which I'm pretty sure she does, she got cornbread. All right, Virgo, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your energy with me. If this resonated with you, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in your next reading. Pelu Ife, with love. Bye.